Hello YouTube, thank you for joining me on this video. For today I actually just got a new machine. I wanted to show you guys and talk a little bit about it. This is my first super sport motorcycle. I've had liter bikes, 1000 cc's or more, but nothing like this. This is the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, and this is 2024 model. This is their, I think this year they have only two standard colors. One is this black and the other one the KRT version, the green. And I think they also have the 40th year anniversary edition this year. That is basically green, white and blue combination, some sort of. But anyway, so this is again, as I said, this is the first time I'm riding a sports motorcycle, or super sports I want to say. I've always been with the adventure or touring motorcycles and or the cruisers with Kawasaki Vulcan or Scout Bobber. I also have the Ninja 1000 SX, which is sports touring. Here I wanted to just show you guys another variant. So this is a 1000 cc bike. It requires some tuning, but I think you can get up to 205 or 10 horsepower if you kind of take the stock motors out, get it tuned on dyno. Overall, I actually like it. I've been riding this for at least about 20 days, I guess. I did the first oil change just recently once I hit the 600 miles, the break-in period. But I think right now I'm somewhere around 700 miles, if you can see trip, and yeah, exactly on dot 800 miles on it. And overall I think I love it. I never had a sports bike like this, and this is a completely different machine. It's a total beast. Turning, twisties, all that is kind of, bike handles all of that very nicely, very nicely. Yeah. And in my opinion, I never had a bike like this, so I was a little cautious or concerned whether I should do this, or maybe I would recommend getting a 6R First. But no, if you've been riding for some time and if you have had your your hands on 1000 cc bikes, I don't think this one is overwhelming. So far, enjoying it. The bike actually comes very, I want to say, fully loaded. The dash is really nice. It does give you different color option, day night mode, basically all white or black in the background. And the only thing that I actually noticed, it does not have the if you see the fuel gauge, it has a trip meter, and for the fuel gauge it tells you how much gas you have in the gallon. So this tank basically has about 4.5 as the capacity, and right now 2.1 would basically mean that this is about half a tank gas right now. I don't think I would have minded that, but every time you fill up the gas, you have to reset that back to zero. I wish it was automated. As soon as you filled up the tank, it should show that tank is full, reset to zero, and as you start consuming the fuel, it starts showing how much you have left. But yeah, that's basically what you have. Comes standard with the steering dampers, which you will definitely need on this bike. Blinkers are integrated on the mirrors. I like the way it looks in the front, if you see. And this is your daytime running light. When you turn on the engine, both lights actually come in. So let me actually change this to neutral and turn the bike on. So that's how it looks. If you have the high beam, both lights will actually go high beam on both sides. This black color, I know there is at the shop, basically the green ones, the KRT versions have more demand, but for me, uh, I think I prefer black. The bike for the shocks, fully adjustable. These are Brembo brakes, Showa piggyback basically for adjusting the shocks, rebound. This is inverted shocks. Same thing on the back. This is fully adjustable as well, but this has the mono shocks, you can see there. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, you want me to do any specific detailed review, let me know. But I just wanted to show you, get you introduced to this new bike here. We'll take it for a spin. We'll show you how it sounds as well. For the mods, I think this bike doesn't really need anything other than some of the safety mods. I would say just getting this crash bars, a couple of covers on those areas for the engine, and the biggest mod that I've seen on this bike from anyone is really getting the muffler or the exhaust changed. By the way, this has a full titanium headers. I don't know if you can see, that turns all blue when it warms up. And this here is a stainless steel. It's really heavy. I can tell, just like about 15 to 20 pounds. And it does have a catalytic converter. And if you can see right here, that thing is still a little bit of blue, you can see. But yeah, up to that point, the whole header from the 4 cylinders, they are full titanium and they do change color. And as after the catalytic converter and then the muffler, that part is stainless steel. So usually that's the only mod I've seen on this bike from anyone. Again, as I said, I've been riding it for quite some time, 800 miles on it so far. Just love it. So look at the brakes here. This has the both sides dual caliper Brembo brakes, ABS on both sides, front and rear. And yeah, it looks very good to me. Kawasaki, basically this is one of the, I would say, most selling liter bike, and kind of one of the best for Kawasaki, I guess. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have. Wanted to kind of get you guys introduced to it. If you have any specific question, let me know, and I will be actually doing some more detailed reviews on the dash, all the controls here. So keep an eye for that. And the first oil change that I did record it, so I'm gonna load that one as well. And as we kind of find things to do with this bike, I'll continue to upload that on my channel. So if you are planning on getting one of these, doing some work, I would recommend subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep you guys updated and posted with whatever changes, whatever experience that I have with this. And along with this, by the way, I have another bike that I bought for myself, the sport touring version of the same Kawasaki Ninja, that is 1000 SX. So keep an eye out for that as well. I will be uploading some more videos on those as well, and some reviews there. So that's all for now. I'm gonna go take it for a ride. I'll record that as well and tag it to the end of this video. But once again, I mean, there is nothing much to say. There is plenty of detailed reviews and everywhere else on the YouTube, and you can look into the spec sheet on Kawasaki website as well. But just from a rider's point of view, who has never had a bike like this, and if you are considering for a liter bike for the first time for yourself, I do think it's too much if you have never had a bike, or if you have never had a bike that is 1000cc or more. So I would recommend start with Ninja 550, I think they have launched now, or the 600, 636 I guess. Start there, and I'm pretty sure you'll very quickly grow out of that and then get into it. But if you have been riding, like me, basically other bikes that has like 900 or 1000 cc's, I don't think this bike will be too much. You will have a lot of fun if you're thinking about going into sports. I think this will be a right bike for you to kind of move into. Now the only thing to set the expectations right, me just riding my Indian Scout Bobber or the other the FJ09, the Tracer, or the other, any adventure touring bike, if you've always done that, getting into this bike, the way you sit on this, the way it handles, it's going to be completely different. So this bike is not for all day riding. I mean, I did it, and I can say that, yeah, I got through the day, but 4 hours into it, it gets kind of, your back's gonna start hurting. So it's not really a bike that you want to have for long trips or all day ride. But other than that, if it's just for the fun, short rides, going onto the tracks, I think this is a perfect bike. Let me show you guys the seating position on this. Again, as I said, it's really not as comfortable. So I am 5'10" almost, and this is how it feels. So actually not too bad for me. I don't feel I'm too cramped. I do feel like I'm leaning. I'm not used to it to lean too much, but yeah, other than that, I do feel like a little strain in my wrist if I'm going for extended hours. But other than that, this doesn't feel bad. It's really very comfortable position for me, especially for short rides, hour, 2 hour. As I said, I've gone up to 3 or 4 hours and without any problem. But then more than that, I do start feeling a little bit on my back. So I either have to get used to it if I'm planning on riding this bike on a long trip, or maybe this bike is not really a touring bike. We have to realize that. But other than that, it's a very, very good looking bike, and I personally I just love that black color. So once again, let me show you guys just a walk around. The front end looks really good. This is where your air intake is, and I think the winglets, this works like the winglets. These are basically for the downforce. Kawasaki decided to integrate that into the fairing. I don't think this is visible from this side. It's getting dark here. All right, so let's go for a quick ride. I will tag that ride video at the end of this video, and yeah, give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys like, what you don't, and if there's anything to know and learn about this bike for myself. And thank you very much for joining me on this channel, and subscribing and liking and commenting on the videos. I really enjoy interacting with you guys, and I realize I have not loaded any videos for a really long time, but with this edition here and getting my Ninja 1000 SX, that I'm definitely gonna be loading more videos, so keep an eye for that. Once again, thank you, and see you guys in the next video.